here we go. All right, so seniors, class of 2021, class of 2021. Let's get excited. Let's get excited. We are back. We don't want to hold you long tonight. However, we want to go through our agenda, which is as follows, and we're going to start with our principal, Mr. Duran Farr, to give us our welcome.
Class of 2021 students and parents, I just want to say welcome this evening. Um, First of all, we wish that we had you all back on campus, but I can promise you all, me and the faculty and staff are working hard to make sure that you have a wonderful year this upcoming school year. They've been working day and night to make sure you all have everything so that you can be successful. You saw the opening slide that said we are preparing you all to be college and career ready. But we want to add something else to that. We are not only preparing you to be college and career ready, but we also preparing you all to be productive citizen once you all leave HSHP. We are going to create an environment and create such a wonderful atmosphere that you all once you leave HSHP and go off to be productive citizen, that you all are proud to say that you are warriors and want to come back to give back to someone back in the community. I just want to say thank you all for attending the senior orientation tonight. And I just want to thank my staff, Dr. Hart, Ms. Jameson, Mr. Harrison, Mr. Scott, and Ms. Hughes and the HSHP faculty and staff. They've been doing a wonderful job. I feel like family so far. And also to the seniors who came out to meet me, thank you. You're making me feel like I'm at home. And also the rest of the parents and seniors, just to let you all know, please come out to meet me. Feel free. You don't have to make an appointment. I run an open door policy. And once again, thank you. And let's go ahead and get this year started for the class of 21.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Farr, for that welcome. Next slide. You can change the slide, please, Ms. Jameson. Ms. Jameson, you can change the slide, please. Thank you.
It's going a little slow, so
okay.
Technical difficulty.
Well, I do want to say welcome back, seniors. We have quite a few things to tell you on tonight to kind of prepare you and get you ready. I do want you to know that, of course, we have some unforeseen circumstances going on with the pandemic. And so we're not starting traditionally, we're starting virtually. And so I'm already kind of sad about that because, we always start our senior year. That's that first day of school, last day of school for the seniors, but we're starting our first day virtually. So with that being said, I want to go into our mission statement. The mission of the High School for Health Professions is to improve student achievement by using rigorous academic instruction supplemented by innovative teaching, interactive learning, and professional mentoring to give students a competitive edge throughout their high school, college, and professional careers. Next slide. Next slide. Hold on one second, having some technical difficulties with our PowerPoint. Taking its own time to load. One moment.
Mr. Scott, can you try to see if you can share it from your desk, from your computer?
I'm sorry, it's not allowing me to. I tried to do it. It's not allowing me to on my end.
If you back up, I can move it.
You can move it? Okay.
If you put it back up for me, Ms. Jameson.
Thank you. It won't let me move it either. Having some technical difficulties. All right, here we go. The official school start date. The official school start date is August the 31st, 2020. And I want to say that all of the early college students started today. Next on the agenda, we'll talk about the school day with Dr. Hart.
Hi, everybody. Hope that you all are doing well. We're so glad to have so many of you on the call tonight. Welcome back to the class of 21. We just want to talk to you briefly about what our school day is going to look like. Of course, we're used to our actual 90-minute block, but because we are doing this virtually, our school day will actually be in 45-minute blocks to start the school year off. So that's why it's very important that we're in place when we're supposed to be there. As you can see, your virtual e-learning bell schedule on the screen, you'll be 8 to 8:45 is what first block will look like. So you will have actual lesson, lecture, or whatever your instructor will be doing. It will happen during that time. So from 8 to 8:45 for first block, you need to make sure that you have logged in and you are ready to go. Then you can see your second block will begin promptly at 9 o'clock. So from 9 to 9:45 is what second block looks like. Then you see this long break, or what appears to be a long break, from 10:15 to 1 p.m. But why that time looks that way is because across the district, we will be serving lunch to all students. So we have to protect that time, and there will be no teaching during that time. So we want to make sure that everybody is available for the lunch, and they're going to provide lunch to all students. Then we will open back up for class, to start back class at 1 o'clock. So you want to make sure that you check back in at 12:45 so you're in place from 1 to 1:45, and then the last block will be from 2 to 2:45. So we want to make sure that we're using all of our time wisely. Everybody needs to be in those classes checking in. Attendance will take place. It is important that you are there. So we look to see everybody in class on time. Now, the only day that will not be actual instruction is on Wednesday. Wednesday is our warrior day. Wednesday, you will still have to check in, and we will have the times posted as to when you check in, because attendance is still required. However, that day is set aside for academic assistance. It's set aside for small group learning, class meetings, grade level meetings, group club meetings. All of those things will take place on Warrior Wednesday. So this is what your e-learning bell schedule and your class day will look like.
Okay, and very good. And also, could you speak with our seniors about class schedules?
Your class schedules. Now, schedules, I know that some of you have already started to submit your class form, schedule change forms. And if you do have schedule changes, please just continue to submit those. But your schedules will be continue to be changed as you submit your forms. Of course, if you have received your early college schedule, that schedule will come directly from OC Tech. So please keep watch on your email. Those come directly from OC Tech. So you have to check your emails. That's why it's important to get into the habit of checking your emails daily. Other than that, your schedules will stand if you do not submit those grade change forms. Your schedule change forms. But make sure that you submit them. You can drop them off up until Wednesday. Otherwise, you can email them. But we're working diligently to make sure that they're changed, and that because we will start school when we're supposed to.
Thank you, Dr. Hart. Next on our list, we will talk about our expectations with our principal, Mr. Farr.
Yes, sir. Expectation. each HSHP students are expected, one, we want to make sure you pursue a successful education in a safe environment without disruption. A successful education in a safe environment without disruption. So that's my main job, is to make sure I provide a safe and orderly environment so that the teachers can teach and the students can learn. Also, discuss educational concerns with teachers and other school staff, making sure that my staff are there for you all, not just for the students, but for the parents also. So to make sure we are available to make sure that the students have everything they need if they have questions, and make sure they are comfortable asking those questions. Um, be treated respectful and as an individual. That's everyone in the building. That's not just me as the principal. That's from me to the custodians, to all my teachers and secretaries, bookkeeper. But in same return, we want to treat each other with the same respect. To earn respect, you got to give respect. Um, Also, we at HSHP expect learning to be relevant to life. We not just teaching you things just to teach you. We want these to be lifelong lessons, and lessons that you can take out into your to college, to your next career, or whatever. Also, this is very important right here. Attend all classes every day, all day. Just to let you all know, attendance will be taken for every class, every day, all day. So we will not be just giving you a grade for just signing in. So you would not be receiving a grade just for signing in. Um, Attendance, also, we expecting you to log in on time, not at the last minute. We preparing you for life after high school. For example, um, if you going off to college and the professor said class begin at 6 o'clock, they lock the doors at 6:01, you won't be able to get in. So if class begin at 8 o'clock, I'm expecting everyone to start signing in by 7:50. Also, the expectation is your cameras will be on at all times, and also you will have a bell ringer, and you will have an exit ticket. You will have an exit ticket before you leave each class, but the teachers will explain that in further detail. Be prepared for your classes at all times. So that don't mean just sign in and you just sitting looking at the computer. We expecting participation, and we expecting that you give 110% effort at all times. Also, let you all know that you would not be getting 100 just for signing in. Okay, you would not be just getting 100 just for signing in. The work will still be rigorous. It's the expectation for HSHP students and faculty and staff. Thank you, Mr. Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Farr. Thank you so much. Next on our agenda, we will talk about our technology with Ms. Jameson.
Good evening, everyone. Our next device pickup date, actually, tomorrow, if you're an early college senior, then you didn't get the opportunity to see us on Friday to pick up your device. If you're an early college student, you may come tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. to pick up your device. Please bring a pen. You have to fill out some paperwork, as well as you may have to wait a little bit as we ask you to drive through and not get out of your vehicle and not enter the school. So we'll have to provide and come to you to provide all the services that you need. We'll bring your paperwork out to you, bring your device out to you. If you can't make it tomorrow to pick up your device, the next pickup date will be Monday, August 24th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then again on Tuesday, August 25th from 2 to 7 p.m. So we've split the days in half so that if you have the ability to come in the morning, we have that available. Or if you have to come in the evening, maybe you have to travel and you're not available to the late evening, you're able to come on Tuesday to pick up your device. After August 25th, all device pickups have to be arranged by appointment directly with me. You can send me an email or you can call to the school. I will say that sending an email probably will be the best and quickest way to get a response. So I encourage you to send me an email because I'll be able to respond to you quite quickly. Additionally, on technology, as you know, or as you can tell, we are not on Zoom. We are using a new platform this year. All of the district is. We're going to be using Microsoft Teams. So we will be teaching the students how to use Microsoft Teams because it's a little bit different than Zoom. When you pick up your device, you will be given your school email address and password. Each student will have to use their login and password this year at the school. So you have to get familiar with your email. You have to get familiar with the email address and password. You have to use your school email to attend classes during the school year. So it's imperative that when you get your device, you follow the directions that are on the device, which tells you to log into your email and complete a survey. If you have picked up your device already, you probably checked your email and you didn't see a survey, we will not have the survey out until a little bit later this week. So just continue to check your email. Also, we will provide a student parent guide, like a one-page guide to help you kind of navigate how to use Microsoft Teams because it's just slightly different than Zoom. But we are going to be working with you the first day of school. After you complete the survey, each of your teachers will send you a direct link in your email to join class on the first day of school. And then after that, each teacher will teach you how to join class beginning on Tuesday, September 1st. But on the first day of school, you will attend class via a link in your email from each of your teachers. Thank you, Mr. Scott.
And thank you so much. Next on our agenda, we will talk about textbooks with Mr. Harrison.
All right. Good evening, parents, guardians, and students. If you look here on the screen, tomorrow we'll be passing out textbooks from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for early college students only. Please have your OC Tech official course name and number along with the textbook name when you come for the pickup. Some of the textbooks are still on back order, but that's not from HSHP, that's from OC Tech. So we're waiting for them, the remaining books to come back from back order from OC Tech. If your OC Tech textbook is presently not available, the next day for pickup will be on August 20th. That's Thursday. Okay, that's Thursday. All right, last little bullet point. If you have any questions or concerns, just email me. You see the email below. Thank you, Mr. Scott.
Thank you so much. All right. Next on our agenda, I want to talk about college and career readiness. And this is a big thing for the state of South Carolina, and it's a major thing for our high school. And so I want you to know this, with our seniors, some of you guys are already college and career ready, and you probably just don't know it. And so as I go through the PowerPoint, you can maybe take a, check off some things that you may already have already. So it says here, in order to be college ready, you have to score a composite score of a 20 on the ACT. Some of you already have that already. Or you may have scored a composite score of a 1020 or higher on the SAT. Also, to be considered college ready, you may have scored a 3 or higher on an advanced placement exam, such as English, mathematics, science, or social studies. Some of you took the AP exam for government, and some of you took the AP exam for calculus, or some of you may be in those classes on this year. Another thing to be college ready, which most of you are in our early college program, and most of you will have 6 college credits coming out of high school already. So that automatically makes you college and career ready. It says it completes at least 6 credit hours in dual enrollment courses in an English or STEM course with a grade of C or higher. Okay. In order to be considered career ready, you can earn a 31 or higher on the ASVAB test. A lot of you guys took the ASVAB test last year and you scored that score. The WIN test, which you will be taking this year, you must have a silver or higher on the WIN exam. And it says becomes a CATE completer and, where applicable, has earned a national industry credential that is approved by the South Carolina Department of Commerce. This means that those of you who are in the CNA program at our school, for botany, those things will certify you to be career ready. And last, it says completes a registered apprenticeship through Apprenticeships South Carolina, or completes a documented work-based learning experience. I want you to know this with scholarships, and that's going to be our biggest thing this year, scholarships. We will be posting on our senior group meet. We'll be posting on Microsoft Teams. It might come every day. It might come once a week. As we get scholarships, we will post them immediately, okay? This is very, very much important. A lot of our seniors pay for college with scholarship money. So it's very important that you get those scholarships and that you do them, okay? Last but not least, some of you guys were, I was speaking with some of you guys today about prom and those different things and things of that nature. This is the thing. We don't want to give dates, and we don't want to make promises that we cannot keep, because we don't know how this pandemic is going to turn. Every day, cases are rising. If you have gone through past 601 and seen the hospital, they're adding portable hospital rooms outside. So cases are going up. So we don't know how this thing's going to turn. So we don't want to make any promises that we can't keep. So right now, senior week, prom, those things, we can't give you a date, we can't say, but we will meet as frequently as we can. So as we get closer, we'll decide on what we can do to celebrate our seniors and have our actual official senior year. I do want you to know an important date, a very important date, which is your senior pictures, because some of you have been asking about senior pictures. Well, we're going to take senior pictures January the 12th. Okay, that's when we'll have our senior pictures. I want to make note of the reason why that we're having to take pictures so late. The reason why, of course, is due to the pandemic. However, with Strawbridge, they normally supply our ladies with the drape, and they normally supply our fellas with a jacket, a bow tie, and a shirt that they wear in their pictures. Well, this year, they're not allowing students to share. So what's going to have to happen is we have to come up with some type of uniformity, of a way we can uniform our kids so that they can take an official senior picture. And if you see on the PowerPoint, it says young men, white shirt and bow tie, young ladies, black drape. Now we hope by the time January comes that hopefully we can, share again. But if not, we're going to make sure that we make provisions that we all come dressed alike for this date. And as the date draws closer, we will give you more instructions on what to wear and how to come on that day. And it will be by appointment on that day as well. So at this time, does anybody have any questions before we end this meeting on tonight? Yes, Ms. Jamison.
I just wanted to, if you're on a computer and you have a question, if you could raise your hand. Once Mr. Scott identifies those that have their hands raised, if you're on the phone, which we have quite a few people on the phone, when you see that he's done with recognizing those with their hands up, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. I see one hand from Miss Bernadette. You can go ahead and unmute yourself, and Mr. Scott can help you with your question.
Okay, go right ahead. Hey, Miss Bernadette. Hey, Miss Bernadette, you can unmute yourself. Okay. All right. Well, while we're waiting on Miss Bernadette, Miss Staley has a question. She says, how does the student drop a course at OC Tech that they can sign up for? And how do they drop an OC Tech class that was, that was put on the school schedule that they are not supposed to be in? Okay. All right. So as far as, I'm going to have Dr. Hart to answer that question for you. Dr. Hart.
Hi, yes, I just responded in the chat. However, if they did not register for the class, then they're not actually in the class. That would be in one of the errors that is on the schedule. They just need to drop it on our end. But if they did indeed register for the class, then they need to complete a drop add form at OC Tech. They need to complete one of the drop add forms from OC Tech. So if they did not register for the class, then it's not on their schedule. But if they did, they need to complete an OC Tech drop add form.
Okay.
And they need to do it quickly.
Yes. All right, so I have another question from Armand. It says, so are we going to use Google Classroom in order to communicate with teachers and get the assessments from them? No, Armand, this year we will be using Microsoft Teams. So we're not going to be using Google Classroom. We're not going to be using Zoom. This year we'll be using Microsoft Teams, which is what we're on right now as we speak. Thank you for that question. Davis, I was unable to see the PowerPoint. Is it possible to have it emailed to parents if the dates you've covered are on them? Yes, ma'am. We record the meeting, and so what's going to happen is after the meeting is over, this meeting will be recorded and posted to our Facebook page so that you can go back and see it. From Elijah Martin. Why does his schedule have him in the wrong grade and the same classes he already have credits or from the previous year? I will let Dr. Hart answer this question.
Yes, that comes from just having to complete the grade, I keep saying grade change, the schedule change form. Some of the schedules were not updated properly. So would you please just complete that schedule change and we will make those changes for him. So just complete that schedule change and it will be updated. So you can either email it following the directions that were sent out in the mail, or you can drop it off and drop it into the box that we have up front.
Thank you. All right, another question. Armand is asking, so how can we make sure that we're in each class in the Microsoft Teams? Well, what's going to happen is the district is going to populate the classes. Once we're all done and everything's stored in our system with class changes and class schedules, everything will be populated in our system, and you will automatically be in a Microsoft Team class, which will come from your teacher, and you will receive an email, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll let Ms. Jamison kind of piggyback on what I just said as well.
Sorry. Yes, correct, Mr. Scott. We will automatically put you in the right class. So once you do your drop add forms that Dr. Hart has been talking about, they're due on Wednesday. Once we get everyone in the correct class, then we will automatically put you into the correct class, and you will be, and your team will automatically be created. Before the first day of school, when you pick up your device, you'll have a piece of paper taped to your device, and it will tell you what your email and password is. It will tell you to log into your email, how to get to your email, log into it, and complete a survey. Before the first day of school, you'll receive an email with an actual link to your class to report to from your teacher on Monday, August 31st. When you attend class on Monday, August 31st, your teachers will teach you on how to join class on Tuesday. You will not receive an email every day to join class. You will only receive one email on the first day of school, and subsequently, after they teach you how to go join class on Tuesday, September 1st, you will join the class that way.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Jamison, really quick, while you're on the line, this is another question. It says, hi, if the kids are not physically in school, does the lab jacket fee have to be paid? And if the children already have a laptop or iPad, do we still have to pay for the device fee?
No, you do not have to pay for any parking permit fees or the lab jacket fee. As indicated on the form we sent home, only fee that we are asking you to pay right now is the device fee. And even if your child has a laptop or an iPad, we do ask that all students get a school-issued iPad so that their teacher has the ability to use additional applications with them in the class. So we ask that all students acquire a school-issued iPad and pay the fee. If you have any issues with the fee, or you need to work out a plan, we'll be more than happy to work with you. You contact Mrs. Janie Jones, our business manager, but you will receive your device when you come to pick it up, regardless if you paid for it. You don't need to bring a receipt. You don't need to show anybody a receipt. You just give probably myself or Mr. Scott your name, and we'll go get your device, and you'll be ready to start the first day of school.
Thank you. All right, just for a few more questions before we end this meeting on tonight. Patterson, how do you submit a schedule change form, and is it too late to sign up for OC Tech? Dr. Hart.
For this semester, yes, it's too late to sign up for OC Tech. How do you submit a schedule change form? They were included with the schedules that were mailed out, but we also are going to upload them. But you can come by if you want to come by. We have some here in the main office so that you can just leave it here in this box, or we can send one to you if you don't have one. But as far as registering for OC Tech, that deadline has passed.
Okay. All right.
I just want to interject, Mr. Scott. In the moment, I'm going to put the new Google site that we're using, and at the end of tonight, let's say by 7 o'clock, the ad form will be added. The drop ad form or change form will be added to the website, and you can go directly and download it and fill it out, and then you can either bring it by the school or scan it, take a picture of it, and email it to Mrs. Hughes.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jamison. Dr. Hart, while you're there, Ms. Bernadette has a question about retaking and taking the SAT or the ACT. Can we give those dates or tell everybody when they'll be taking those tests over?
Mm-hmm. Okay, now as far as taking over, the ACT we won't be taking that over because we actually took that prior to the pandemic starting. So that was taken in the fall semester. However, we did not get to do the SAT testing date. So the testing day for the school day will be October 14th. And those students actually signed up for the test prior to. So that testing day is for the students that had already signed up for the SAT. I did order a few extra tests, but it was for only those students who did not get the opportunity to test prior to the pandemic. So October 14th is the testing day for those students who were 11th graders last year and did not get to test for the school day.
Okay.
Now, I do want to tell the CNA students, because I do see some questions about CNA in this, if you don't mind. For CNA students, you will be reporting on Wednesday to OC Tech. The CNA students will report on Wednesday to OC Tech, and you will be meeting in room M1517. That is building M, room 1517. That's for the students that signed up for CNA. That's CNA and patient care tech students with Miss Deidre Jamison. And she will also be making a call to the students, and she will send you an email. But I'll go ahead and tell you, because since I see those questions coming in.
Got you. I also see that Miss Staley was saying something about on here, her child is supposed to be in PCC CNA class, but they have it wrong. It says English 101 and Psych 201. How do I fix it? And you fix that by just doing a drop change form that will be posted on our website that Ms. Jamison has temporarily given to us, so we can use that to go and make those changes. All right, going down, a few more questions for tonight.
The question is, what time do they meet for that CNA class on Wednesday? Did you say what time?
Is at 8 o'clock regular time as our school schedule. So they would be double blocked here. So they would meet in the morning. So their class will start at 8 o'clock.
All right.
Hello.
Eli.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if y'all could hear me or not. I have a question. My daughter signed up for early college at OC Tech. But today, when her classes were supposed to start, they said that her paperwork wasn't turned in for her classes to start.
Okay.
But we registered and did all the necessary paperwork. So I'm trying to figure out where did the paperwork get lost and why it didn't go to OT Tech.
Okay. All right. So I'll tell you what. Hang back after the meeting, and I will assist you the best way I know how to make sure that we get that paperwork to OC Tech.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Will the new schedules be emailed or resent back home? This is from Elijah Martin. Miss Dr. Hart.
Once the schedules are updated, Mrs. Hughes will send you the updated schedule.
All right, thank you.
Okay, very good, very good.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Hart.
All right, very good. All right, and just a couple more questions. Almost done. Sorry, guys. It says, do students need to submit the second semester classes now so that it will reflect on their current schedule? Dr. Hart.
Yeah, I mean, you can submit them now, but when we work your schedule, we work both semesters.
Got you. All right. Next question. Are our certification classes going to be on our schedules? Dr. Hart.
Ask that question again, please, Mr. Scott.
Are our certification classes going to be on our schedules?
Okay, which certification classes? I
It
need
is.
a little more details on that
More
one.
detail. Anasia, could you give me some more detail in the chat so I can know how to answer that question for you? All right. Bernadette, was the schedule change form included with the schedules that was mailed?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. And there's also the school website. If you can see in the chat, currently right now, the district is updating the website. So, last year we would just tell you to go to our website, Well, right now, everything's being updated. So if you see Ms. Jamison, she kind of posted in the chat, the new HSHP e-learning website. You can go there. That's going to be like our temporary website right now, so that parents can kind of get to everything that they need. Ms. Jamison will probably put this on Facebook as well. But if you see it, it's right there in the chat. You can actually see the website right there. Okay? All right.
There's a couple questions about the medical assisting class. I think that's Dr. McGee's class. Can we talk about that a little bit? There's a lot of questions about that particular class in the chat.
Okay, Dr. Hart.
Okay, your medical assistance class will be held at OC Tech as well. And your schedules, we're going to post those schedules. Your first class actually will start, it's supposed to start tomorrow, but we were actually waiting on the final schedule to come over, and that schedule has not arrived to me yet. So we're going to say that you will start Wednesday along with the CNA students, but your schedule, you will be at OC Tech as well. So medical assistants and CNA will be housed at OC Tech. So medical assistant students, you all need to look for a phone call as well, just like our CNA students.
Gotcha.
But you will be housed at OC Tech.
Okay. All right. So last couple of questions. I do want to say this is awesome. You guys having questions. This means that you are you care about your education, that you are ready to go. You want to do this, and you're jumping into it. And so this is a very great thing. Only at HSHP do our students have questions like this. Only at HSHP. That means they're ready. They're ready to learn. One more question tonight. Do we list all the classes we need to drop for our children on one form, even for OC Tech. Dr. Hart.
Do you list all the ones you need to drop? If you're dropping your OC Tech, I would include the schedule that you have and just write drop on those. And I would focus on the classes that you have here. Because if you didn't register for those OC Tech classes, they are not on your schedule. They are not a part of your OC Tech schedule.
Very good.
Mrs. Hughes' email is in the chat.
Okay. All right. So we want to go ahead and kind of bring this meeting to a closure. It is now 6:42. We've been on the meeting almost 45 minutes now. I do have a couple of parents that's going to hang back for me to help them with the questions that they had or whatever. But I do want to say that I appreciate you guys tonight. We are getting geared up. We're getting ready for our new school year. We are excited about the class of 2021. I want to share something with you guys. Please note that for the past 4 years, we have had 100% graduation rate. We've had 100% college acceptance rate. And this year will not be any different. Okay, I don't care if we're virtual. Everybody will walk across the stage, okay? And everybody will get accepted, or they will have some type of plan once they finish HSHP. Just want to let you guys know that there is no exceptions. That is the standard. We will raise the bar on this year, as always, okay? So please stay safe out there. We look forward to seeing you on the 31st when school starts back, and we're getting ready and getting geared. So take care. Those of you who are picking up books tomorrow, we will be available at 10 o'clock a.m. in the bus loop. Have a good night.
And everyone have a wonderful night.